what's up, guys? I'm Brian Altano. I'm here with Vince Ingenito.
Hey, man, what's going on?
I'm hanging out. I'm having a good time here at E3.
It's
the biggest time of the year for video games. This is IGN. Now, all week long, using the hashtag #ControlE3, you can hit us up, ask us questions, and we'll answer them. Now, Did Music hit us up, and he said, how do you feel about backwards compatibility? Today, Microsoft announced that the Xbox One will be backwards compatible, leaving the PS4 as the last non-backwards compatible system. So, Vince, where's your head at on all this?
I think it's crazy how fortunes have kind of been reversed. Originally when Sony acquired Gaikai, that was a big deal because they were going to use that as kind of like their kind of jerry-rigged way of providing backwards compatibility, and it was a big coup in a lot of ways. Everyone was like, oh yeah, see, Microsoft doesn't care about this, but Sony cares about the people, so they're going to do what they can to give it to us. And now here we are, more than a year down the road. I mean, PlayStation, PlayStation Now is a thing, but there's really no real backwards compatibility support yet. And here's Microsoft saying that this holiday they're going to have 100 titles ready. It's really kind of it's a little embarrassing. Sony had this plan a long time ago. Yeah. It looks like Microsoft's going to beat them to the punch.
It feels a lot like a reverse version of E3 2013,
right?
Where they had that kind of WWF back and forth thing. And the interesting thing I was thinking about was that in the last 24 hours we've heard about the Dishonored Special Remastered Edition, Gears of War is getting remastered. But on Xbox One, what's now stopping me from just going into GameStop and buying those games for $6 used or whatever, and then playing them on my Xbox One? What does this mean for remasters?
So I don't think personally that it endangers those packages. You have to remember, in most cases, those are also coming with all the DLC that's been released at that point. So there's a little bit of extra value there. And then on top of that, you gotta think about the performance issues. Like Xbox 360 version, they said for the most part this is going to run like it ran on 360. They also mentioned that it will also be, but in some ways better because of the power of Xbox Live. But we don't really know what that means. Does that mean it's going to have a better frame rate? Does that mean what does it mean really? So until we know what that means, if it's actually going to be a performance bump, right now those definitive editions or those remasters are going to be the only way we can play it in 1080p at 60 frames per second, which, as you know, a couple of people out there care about. So.
That's right. I care about that. I think about the textures all the time. High-res textures are the most important thing in the world to me. That and improved performance from Xbox Live. Hopefully, vaguely, nobody knows really what that means. Nope. Now, all week long, we'll be talking about E3 here at IGN. If you want to hit us up, use the hashtag #ControlE3. I'm Brian Altano. This is Vince Ingenito, and this is IGN Access.